Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about the most important skill that the Navy is looking for. The most important skill that the Navy is looking for, and that's something that translates well into your civilian life afterwards. So, what is the most important thing in the Navy? It's not the multi-billion-dollar ships. It's not the multi-million-dollar ships. It's you. You're the most important thing in the Navy, right? The people running the ships, people running the multi-billion-dollar ships. But, however, the most important skill that you need to develop and what the Navy is looking for and what the Navy needs is love for learning. Learning is the most important skill, in my opinion, that the Navy is looking for. And let me elaborate on that. 100 years ago, right? 100 years ago, you needed several hundred people to run a small ship. But now, you need less than 100 people, well educated, to run a very sophisticated small ship. Less than 100 people. And in comparison, right? In our modern day age, people say we are in the information age, right? We're in the age where information is accessible to us, right? But in my opinion, we are in the knowledge age. We are in the time where knowledge is much crucial than ever, much more needed than ever before. And what I mean by that is, you remember what I said about, a couple of hundred people running the ships and a couple of less than 100 people running the more sophisticated ships now? Put that into perspective with this. Ready? The information age, right now, the information age is pointing us to one thing. It's that there are going to be machines operating our factories, machines making our burgers, machines doing this, machines replacing human works, machines doing this and that, i.e. whatever, right? That's where the information age is taking us and leading us and showing us that is where it's headed. We're going to be heading to a time where the manpower is not needed. Automobiles are going to be made by machines. But we are going to need people to manage those machines, right? So we don't need, like the example that I gave you, we don't need hundreds of people running our McDonald's. We don't need hundreds of people working in our automotive factories. We don't need hundreds of people working in our factories. We just need less than 100 people that are knowledgeable in their field, that are well educated in the field, managing those machines. That's all we need. And that's where the information age is taking us. And so the main point of this video, the reason why I made this video is to share with you and is to give you a jump start, right? And before I joined the Navy, I didn't really value education that much. I valued hustling, I valued starting my own business, I valued doing sales, right? But joining the Navy and learning all the things that I did, right? I came to appreciate education. And one of the biggest examples, right, that's within the Navy is the times are changing within the Navy. Times are definitely changing. Because right now, there are some people in the Navy that have been in for 17 years that are making E7, Chief Petty Officers. And there are also people that been in the Navy for 7 years that make Chief Petty Officers. What's the difference, right? You might think that a person with 10 years of extra experience would make Chief Petty Officer first, right? But that is not the case anymore. Experience, I'm not saying is important. Is not important. It's important. It's valuable, right? But how well you are educated, what you know here is more important than what you have done, right? And that's in my opinion. And and all this thing that I'm saying is I'm just sharing with you that are in my opinion. And going back, the reason why I made this video is to help you guys, is to tell you guys that if you are going, when join the Navy, right? It's an extremely unique and exciting opportunity for me, at least. When I first joined it, I didn't really know what to expect. But being in it for 4 months now, 3 months, yeah, 4 months, 4 months. I can see that education is one of the biggest factors in success in your career as a Navy sailor or after Navy and in life, because educating yourself translates well into outside world. Because right now in our modern day time, for the most part, everyone has a college degree, right? Everyone has a college degree to whatever, some degree, but people are complaining they can't find jobs, right? So what's going to give you that edge? What's going to make you look different than the millions of people with a degree? And that's continuous learning. That's continuous learning. I would say people with more educated background, with more extracurricular activities, are more likely to be hired than the person who just has a single degree and says, well, I did my time in school and I'm done. I don't want to learn anymore for the rest of my life, right? No. You need to continually learn. If you're not improving every single day, you're falling behind every single day. And you see that best with the old people today. They do not understand how to operate a computer, and people today see that. The younger generation see that today as kind of like, you really don't know how to operate an iPhone, you don't know how to operate a phone, you don't understand email, right? People think that's crazy, but that it's because people fell behind. You don't see a multi-millionaire that's in their 70s not understanding email, right? They know, they understand email because they use it. They do all this kind of stuff with technology. They're actually probably much more advanced than I am, that you and I know, because they run a multi-million-dollar business, right? But anyway, that's going off track. But anyway, continually learn. So before you join the Navy, right, keep on learning, keep on developing yourself. And one of the biggest things that I can recommend right now is to get a great study habit, and write down some of your interests, right? What do you want to get out of the Navy? Do you want a college degree? What's your plans after the Navy? What are your plans after the Navy? What are your plans during the Navy? And what are some of the things that you want to accomplish while you're in the Navy? And that's really all I have for you guys. And I know it was a little bit long and I babbled a lot, and you might be kind of lost and kind of confused, but education is really important, and is the most important skill, in my opinion, that the Navy is looking for. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and have a great Navy day.